We're breaking the news, taking on the fights. Iceman's in charge, the truth at the core. Holster up, free burden box, ready for more. Tune in, log on, feel the thrill. Uncensored and real, it's the realest of wheels. Motor Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest law talk, just come ride with me. Laughter ignites, unfiltered we chat about wrongs and rights. Criminal tales with a twist of the funny. In the chaos of badges, we take the money. The midweek madness, we own the scene. With the wit of the wise, we reign supreme. Motor Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest law talk, just come ride with me. Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest law talk, just come ride with me. Come ride with gear, let's hit the ground running. With the Motor Cop Chronicles, the laughter's just starting.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This site is for educational purposes only.
All right, listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with.
Cars for a parking problem.
You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening, all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Welcome. Good afternoon, you beautiful people.
You realize I had to mute you when
time of music was on because you didn't mute your mic and you were singing.
Oh, you could hear me singing?
Yes.
Ah!
We went
That's
from
funny
like
shit.
we had 10,000 people in here to like 6.
Yeah. No, what I do is because sometimes I get used to the damn same music, so I'll mute it and then I'll play my own music.
But you were singing. It's just us two right now. Freebirds might make it.
The best
We'll see. He was supposed to. But he decided to go get tied up booting some trucks right now, and that's what he's doing. He just
I like that shirt. Where'd you get
had
that?
one pay. Freebird got me that shirt. This is not one of my shirts, but it's Gulf of America. America. Welcome,
you know what I
everybody.
need you to do is next time you see one of them Louisiana bunny cops, you got to ask them, be like, so if I go out there and catch me a bunch of fish in the Gulf of America because there ain't no laws for it, I'm good, right? Just ask them. Because, the whole Gulf of America, in the law, it states what law is.
That's what you can come with.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. I hope their week's going pretty good. He's out booting as we speak. He's been texting. He sent a picture of one guy. He wants to talk about it, pissing him off. If he gets here, we'll put the picture up of the guy. But he's out booting right now at the Planet Fitness. He's obsessed. So we'll just get down to it right now. If anybody would like, not this T-shirt, but if anybody would like any Motor Cop merch, you could go to motorcopchronicles.com, click the links, or go to the Etsy store. Got some merch. I need to get some more, some newer merchandise out, and we'll put out. Yes, Hoppy. He does have a loud shirt on. That's what that shirt right there is. What it would look like if you tasted your own fart. That's what it would look like right there.
No. I'm just hungry for my own attention. That's what it is.
So, if anybody would like a great cigar, you can go to mypatriotcigar.com. Use promo code MotorCop15, get 15% off your order. If you would like more Motor Cop Chronicles, the stuff that we don't share on here, you can join the Patreon. They got $3, $5, and $10 tiers. Full crew members get a coffee mug and try to send other stuff out during the year also. And they get everything. I understand if you can't afford it. Like I said, times are getting better, but they're not better all the way yet. Speaking of, we got our newest crew member, CHP Road Dog. We got our hang around Miss Stacy McClendon. We got Kelly Meyer, Jared Nitrous, Motor Cop for Life, Mr. William Gbo, Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Y'all go check out. Get yourself a handmade cutting board from Burley Boards. They're great for cutting your food up on. Put the little cheese and wine on it. Maybe we need to get Roy P. one to up his game. You can hit bad guys in the face if they break into your house. You can beat the hell out of your kids when they don't listen, because we need more of that going on.
Wife.
Or you can spank your wife or your girlfriend, or you can spank them both together at naughty time. If you do that, we want picture proof. We got T-Bird. We got Mr. Hoppy Hobson.
Send it to the email right up there.
Favorite truck driver. We got Mr. Blake Walker, AA Ron. I had to say a podcast. We got Z Palmer. We got JoJo, our favorite girl from Australia down under. We got Miss Kelly Norris and Tasha from the great state of Washington. Appreciate y'all. Help me keep the lights on, paying the bill. Hello, Kelly. Glad you could make it in with us.
Yeah, Kelly.
We got some pretty good stories we're going to be talking about. You want to hear a story that happened to me this morning?
You want to hear a story that happened to me last week or when I told you? Fucking bullshit. Wait, no, you go first, and I'll be next.
You heard it. See how you try to do me? I want to tell my story. It's like, I don't tell my story.
Oh, because it pissed me off.
I'm out directing traffic in a school zone. Like I always do, like I've done forever. Like I don't know how to direct traffic after 30 fucking years, right? And I'm not gonna forget. This is just a story. This has nothing to do with the news part. And somebody starts honking their fucking horn right behind me. I'm like, I know this motherfucker ain't honking at me. I turn around and they got this woman, if you want to call her that. She was probably mad because she looked in the mirror and realized she was that fucking ugly, and I mean, a dildo would probably refuse to have sex with her. Okay, she was that ugly, but she's having herself a fucking complete temper tantrum meltdown behind her steering wheel. I walk over to her. I'm like, lady, what are you doing? I'm late for work. Start screaming at me. I'm like, wait, tough shit. You should have left earlier. That's a quote, by the way. And she starts beating. I'm like, tough as shit. And so what I did is I said, you're an idiot. So watch this. So I walked in front of her car where she'd actually physically had to run me over, which I'm glad she didn't do. But I let the other lane go and made her sit there for like 3 minutes since she wanted to be a bitch and do. Yeah, I did that. I did that. I did it. Did it. I was waiting to get that phone call today with the complaint, which I didn't care, but I didn't get it. This was, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. She was a physically ugly woman. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure her vibrator probably like refused to vibrate when it seen her. So I hope she had the day she deserved. And we'll go into Holstera's story. I'm sure it's not as good as mine, but we'll listen to it anyway.
Oh, it is. I love your traffic enforcement stories, but I've just been hearing them for so long. Here's one you don't hear often because I don't go to the doctor. I fucking hate doctors already. So I make this appointment to go to this eye doctor because, I don't have my script. I left that a while back. Regardless, I go to an eye doctor for the first time in probably 2 years, and I walk into this place. Now, I made the appointment online because, well, you can't get anybody to answer the fucking phones at any of these doctor's offices now. So you show up, and I'm like, that's great. My appointment's at 3. I'm thinking get there at 2:30, do the paperwork, all this good shit. So I'm sitting there at 3. And I did all the paperwork about 3:15, and then it's 4. And I'm like, what the fuck? And all these little... Now, it's not in the best of places. So you've got people with 5, 6 children running around, everybody being loud and obnoxious, and I'm just sitting there going, well, that's great. It's been an hour now, and I'm still in this fucking lobby. And it goes on 5, and I'm like, okay, I got a fucking problem. Nope, they call me back. Go into the little room, and how usually there's a doctor in a eye doctor's office or a doctor's office in general?
Ophthalmologist, you're talking
No,
about?
not this fucking place. So they use all these robots to take pictures of your eyes, and then you go into this room, and I'm like, oh, okay, the doc will be here in a minute, and they're like, oh, no, it's already here, and I'm looking at this young lady, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to say she's not a doctor. I just want my script and to walk the fuck out the door. Nope. She goes, it's going to be on that tablet over there. So now I've got this young lady that's sitting on my right trying to be very nice. And on my left, I've got this thing that's playing a commercial with a 3-minute timer. And I thought that as soon as the 3 minutes stopped, that a human being would pop up on there. No, it's the same video. It keeps playing on loop until a doctor eventually shows up. The girl goes, no, they'll show up whenever they show up. There's no time. I'm like, oh, that's great. They just hit their ready.
So you go to the eye doctor with Zoom?
Whatever. Regardless, the doctor gets the damn script wrong and closes out of the application. I get ready to go get my contacts. Well, they can't do it until I can see the doctor, and they said I can see the doctor in 2 weeks and come back to town to do that and wait in this office.
What kind of shady-ass place you going to?
To get contacts, mind you. Something I've been wearing my whole fucking life, and the script ain't never changed.
What kind of shady-ass place you going to?
She just looked straight at me and says, well, all the eye doctors are like this nowadays. And I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. I refused. I just got the hell up and left. Ain't no way in shit.
You're going to shady places.
No.
Yeah. You going to where all the illegal Mexicans go to get their shit.
Yeah.
That's where you're going, I think so.
Yeah. It's America's best.
Your story was not as good as mine.
But the fact that they don't even have real doctors in these fucking places, and I asked them, and they said, well, we usually do have a doctor, but she went on paternity leave, and as soon as she came back, we let her go. And I'm thinking, like, what?
So they fired the doctor?
Too.
Wow.
Like close the office. If you can't just have a doctor's office without a fucking doctor. It don't work.
Well, obviously
and not
you
expect
can.
me to pay a premium.
Obviously you can.
I just went online and ordered this shit. Turns out you don't need a script for fucking contacts if you order them online.
Well, let's go see what Roy Spalding has to say, since we know Holstera can't play I Spy because he can't see.
Welcome to Roy's Did You Know Corner, where Roy will let us know something that is totally useless, and we will have information living in our minds, rent-free for no good reason at all. So shut the fuck up and listen to what Roy has to tell us. Did you know that, according to some 40-million-year-old bones that were found in Antarctica, penguins used to be over 6 feet tall and weigh more than 250 pounds? I wonder if they tasted like chicken, or just evolved into what we now know as liberals, just waddling around, confused. Well, that is something to think about. Roy out.
So, I added a little extra to what he sent. But could you imagine a 6 foot tall penguin? I mean, has anybody ever eaten a penguin? I mean, I'm sure someone
Seen
has.
them all the time. You ain't never had to go to Catholic church?
I mean,
6 foot tall penguins everywhere.
I wonder what a penguin would taste like. I would eat.
You
I would
can
try
ask
it.
them, but
I would
you
try.
might have
I
to
would.
do some
I would
Hail
try.
Marys.
I would try to eat a penguin if it was legal. All right. I mean, sharks love them and seals love them. I mean, I bet you get a little penguin meat. If anybody's ever eaten penguin, hit us up on here. I'd like to know what. Does it taste like chicken? Because if whatever somebody don't know what something tastes like, they say it tastes like chicken. So next, we got to go over see what happened to Roy P. We set him up with this pretty young lady over here, the Russian spy that got arrested for that. Y'all remember her right here, the Russian spy lady?
Yep.
I mean, I wanted the one with the red hair. Everybody picked her, the possible Russian spy lady. So let's hope Roy P did call in. I'm hoping he didn't get radiation poisoning or anything like that, because we know how the Russians are. So let's see what Roy P had to say when he called in.
Holy shit, y'all. That was one crazy date y'all set me up on. I had to go through some background checks just to get her bonded out, and that one wasn't cheap. Accused spy bond is expensive for sure. Well, I got her out, and she sure was happy. I took her to get something to eat because y'all know prison food is not great. She did not have an accent, so that was good. And she swears she is being set up by the CIA. But who knows? I do know she sure is pretty. So I gave her the old Roy P. Wine and Dine, Applebee's, and a fresh bottle Boone's Farm strawberry wine. Now that is living good, and the ladies know you got class with that combo. Let's get back to talking about this date. All was going good. She even let me touch her knee, and it was an awful nice knee at that. She did tell me if I tried to get any more fresh that she would make sure I would wake up inside a small room in a very cold place where I didn't know the language. I am still confused on that one. Anywho, she had me go by this strange house to pick up her things. Well, she went in and never came out. I went and knocked on the door. This large guy named Ivan came to the door with a bottle of vodka in his hand, told me, "Fuck off," with a heavy Russian accent. Well, not wanting to get beat up, I left. Only thing is now the FBI keeps calling and coming by, asking a lot of questions, and I may be going to a federal prison. Something about I was responsible for her. Let hope they find her, or I may be a prison shawty. Wish me luck, y'all.
Well, that one didn't work out very well. She absconded on them, and let's hope they catch her, because if not, I think he took responsibility when he bonded her out on spy bond there, and that would not be good. So let's see what we have for this week. See if we got any winners for him this week on the.
I like how it's a male prison in the back.
Well, he's gonna end up there if he keeps it up. Let's see what number one is right here. We got her right here.
How is that even allowed?
She is she got charged with criminal mischief, $750 to $2,500 criminal mischief. Probably still damaged property, but that's her right there. This next one, she got charged with guess what? Let me see, I got it wrote down.
That
Make sure
bitch's
I get
head
it
has
right.
been split before.
You think? She got charged with she's actually overseas in the UK, so that might cost a little more. In France, she got charged with driving 250 kilometers an hour, which was above the posted limit. Obviously, that equals out to 150 miles per hour U.S. speed. So she was probably in a good sports car, because I don't think she was in a
Miata.
Hyundai or nothing, or Miata doing
Fuck,
150
she's
miles
in
an
a
hour.
Miata.
No, I doubt it. But this is her. So let's just say, I mean, like I said, I'm not really. She even got a tattoo in her fucking ear right there.
No, I mean, I'm digging the fact that she's got her cracked skull right there in the front. Like, either
What, right
she's had
here?
that-
I think that's a
I want to hear
tattoo,
that
a
story.
red tattoo. I think it's.
You sure it looks like he split it and has been sewn back
No,
together?
I don't think. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's probably some kind of tattoo or something. And this last one right here, I mean, I think I'm going to go for this one. This one right here, this sexy lady, I guess lady right here.
Like my old sister-in-law.
You never guess what she got arrested for. If you said drugs, you were correct.
Meth.
That is drugs. It probably was meth. But anyway, we got her right there. So, who do y'all choose?
I'm going for number 2 because she won't spontaneously explode if I break up with her.
Number 2. I don't know if he can afford to go to France to bond her out. The number
don't even
one.
need to. Just give her a car. She'll
Number
drive
one
it.
is obviously the prettiest one. So, but I'm going with number 3. We've been hitting the pretty ones. We're going with number 3 with the
Jesus.
with the gray hair. I mean, it's
Number 1's transgender. Covering it up with that wrap.
somebody said the number 1 might blow you up. She might
That's
do
what I was talking
jihad
about,
on you,
Trent.
right? So
leave her somewhere. She might just surprise your ass.
Billy's going with number 3. I'm going with number 3. Holster went with number 2. So we got 2 for number
She's the only
3.
natural looking one. And that's sad.
No, the natural looking one's number 3.
That natural. Yeah, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's amphetamines.
Yeah, I mean, she's good to keep around during allergy season because she's got a lot of amphetamines.
Bro, you know the
going on.
one. Look, meth heads never wake up in the morning and go, "Damn, I'm broke. I can't afford meth." No, they are fucking motivated. They'll
That's
get
because
up and
they.
go
That's
fucking
because they
steal
don't.
copper out of
Meth
your wall.
heads. But you see, you're wrong because meth heads don't wake up in the morning because they didn't go fucking sleep ever. So
That's right.
up all night.
Right.
And let's see. Trent says number 3. And
That's right, Stacy.
number 2, Trey says because you know she's fast. Well, that is true. She definitely is fast.
Ain't
So we
afraid
got
of that pedal.
but we still got well, it looks like we're going. 3's winning. We only got
I don't know, man.
2.
He goes out with number 3. He's catching something, bro.
I mean,
You know damn well them junkies got everything. Everything.
I think he's pretty good on the penicillin and stuff. Since he's been in the hospital so much.
Kelly's going for 3, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're going for number 3 over here.
Sorry, Roy.
Roy. You're not in here tonight, but number 3 is going to be the lady of choice. So
I can't believe they let number 1 do the burqa. I get the whole religious
Poppy
thing.
says number 1. I see everybody wants to see. Billy already wants to know.
Right.
To know how number 3 dates gonna come about. He says it looks like a younger boy in a wig. Let's hope not. Because we know Roy's butthole has been stretched out quite a bit. So I don't know if he'd feel it or not unless it was a very hung tranny. But
the pictures are real cheap on his fan page.
So number 3 is gonna be the winner.
Jesus.
So, what?
Where's that Potter County at? What
Sheriff's
state, what
office.
state? I know. It don't say what state.
Yeah, definitely meth. You can see the sores and stuff on her face and stuff.
Been digging at it, and it's probably a wig.
Yeah, it might be a wig. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out next week. If you want to find out how this date went with Roy P., you're going to have to come back next week to see that. It might be a loud date, kind of like that shirt holster is going on. I just seen that the person that Freebird booted did pay, so he may make it here.
He's en route.
He may make it after he unboots them. So why don't you jump into your first story here over here in Connecticut?
I will. Yeah, we can have a little bit of a discussion about it too, because it kind of falls into the ground of why the fuck would you even. So in Connecticut, law enforcement officials support a bill that would allow law enforcement to stop or arrest drivers suspected of smoking cannabis. There's a few problems with this, and
I don't see any problems with it myself.
Well, there is if you live in a state that's already deemed that you're not allowed to lawfully conduct a traffic stop on a vehicle you smell marijuana coming from. and then a city tries to pass a fucking ordinance allowing them to do just that, meaning that they can go back. Regardless, let's get into it while this conversation on the flip end. The smell of burning marijuana is easy to detect in the city roadways, and that the bill is common sense efforts to make streets safer. I do believe that people don't be smoking fucking weed while you're driving down the fucking roadway. Wait till you get home. I just don't. It's right up there with fucking alcohol. You shouldn't be doing it anyway. But especially fucking smoking blunts while you're driving down the road. That's just asinine. Legislation that would allow police to stop and arrest motorists suspected of smoking cannabis in their vehicle was supported Monday by law enforcement officials who, during the public hearing, said that they would require the added tools to enforce Connecticut laws against driving while intoxicated. Um, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. A lot of people have came out against it, stating it would obviously cause backlash against the ethnic minorities. I argue that it doesn't even do that. It violates certain constitutional things.
That's what they saying. That's the most racist shit I've ever heard. They're trying to say only black people smoke weed.
Yeah,
That's what they're saying.
In there.
I mean, really? I mean, come on. It's like only black people smoke weed. That's some
but
racist
I was going
shit.
more to the constitutional side of it. Once the state legalized marijuana smoking, there's marijuana smoke fucking everywhere. So if I'm on the sidewalk smoking a joint and you're driving by following somebody and you fucking stop their ass, it's a wrongful arrest. There's a reason why it's already unlawful to do it on the state level, and this city's trying to circumvent it. So, I mean, anybody arrested on it's going to just up it to the state, and it'll get dropped. But, tis what it is.
Don't drive high, people. Don't drive. I just think it's crazy that they put shit in there, and it's like, motherfuckers, like, that's the most racist shit ever. But there's one supposed to be not racist. It's like you're just saying that only black people smoke weed. I mean, come on, give me a break. If y'all can see right there, I mean, whole stairs getting high as fuck with all that weed smoke on them and shit like that.
But yeah, that is true too. That is true. Hello, Christina.
Yeah. How you doing? Glad to see you, Christina. So next, we're going to go to Freebird story. A man got arrested during a protest. I just played a little video. I even gave him a video, and he's not even here to enjoy it. We'll watch the video, and then we'll. That's not the video. Stand by. Here we go.
We have some breaking news we want to tell you about. We just learned that a 70-year-old man was arrested after Meridian police say he hit another man with his car during today's demonstrations at the Tesla dealership in Meridian. Police say 70-year-old Christopher Talbot of Meridian made an obscene gesture towards a counter-protester and then hit him with his car. Police say the victim had been driving a truck with pro-Trump flags and had just parked and gotten out of his car when Talbot hit him. The victim drove himself to the hospital where he was treated and released. Police say the victim recorded Talbot's license plate and officers arrested Talbot at his home. He was booked into the Ada County Jail on an aggravated battery charge.
Who's the pussy?
Fuck it. Well, the guy waited for the Trump supporters to get out of his truck before he fucking rammed into it.
Well, my thing is these people are exactly. You took the words out of my mouth, Trent. He said Trent's like the tolerant left. No, they're not. Unfortunately, they say peaceful protest. So it's mostly peaceful. But you got a 70-year-old man that waits somebody to get out of their truck and going to run him over because he's a MAGA or whatever. And these are the people protesting Tesla. These are the same people. These are the same people that were protesting big gas guzzling vehicles. Oh, everybody's got to drive electric to save the planet. The planet's gonna shrivel up and die. We're gonna burn up because of greenhouse gas. We got to drive electric vehicles. Now they're protesting the biggest. They want everybody to stop driving the biggest production person of electric vehicles out there because they're mad at them now. They're a bunch of hypocrites. They're fucking stupid. It's first you wanted to drive electric cars.
Fault. I mean, Biden's the one that snuffed fucking Elon when, Elon wanted to talk to Trump and see if there was anything during the first Trump administration. Then Biden fucking completely snuffed him because he did that. I mean, to snuff out Tesla and say that Ford was creating good electric vehicles and completely ignoring Tesla in the first place, you created this huge divide. But it's hilarious how they love to burn shit, and they're burning toxic shit that's really bad for the fucking environment.
Because they're a bunch of hypocrites. What I think is also funny is these dumbass fucking libtards. They're going over there and vandalizing these Teslas. They got fucking cameras all over them that record shit.
That's Sentry mode.
I saw one that had this fat bitch walking up to it. Looked like she was going to the store because she ran out of Twinkies or something, and she fucking walks up and she's like, "Oh, I didn't do it, bitch. You got cameras all over. Y'all that fucking stupid?
You're caught in 4K, bitch, on like 5 different cameras.
Just fucking idiots. And then you got a 70-year-old man. Why the fuck does this 70-year-old man even care about the environment or Tesla? Motherfucker, you ain't going to be around that much longer. This motherfucker,
he wanted to buy one of them cars so he could get like a self-driving thing after he dies.
I mean, this motherfucker, he was part of the problems with horses farting when he was running around in his buggy. Okay? Stupid ass motherfucker. They ain't gonna do nothing to him out there. They'll slap him on his little old fucking wrinkly wrist.
I don't know.
Send
you
his
see
ass
that where
out.
they're starting to count a lot of these people as terrorists that are fucking
Well,
firebombing?
that's true. We do have. If they hit them with federal charges, local charges ain't gonna do shit to them.
No.
Federal charges, something may happen to them. But yeah, fuck that old man. Next thing we're going to, I don't know if y'all heard about, I know y'all upset about it, especially my listener. Rapper Young Scooter. I don't understand why these dudes nickname themselves anything with young in it, because you're not going to be young forever. Now your rap name is Young Scooter, and you're a 40-year-old fucking man. Okay, there ain't nothing young about you. Now you just Scooter. What up, Scooter? But anyway, the rapper Young Scooter has met an untimely death. I'm surprised they haven't tried to blame the cops more on it, but they have made an arrest. But it wasn't the police. They probably. I'm waiting for Ben Chump to come out here and say it. But anyway, a little backstory before we get into the stuff. The police got a phone call, 911 call, to go to this house. This lady called, said they had drug activity, shots were fired, a woman was being held against her will, possibly kidnapped, domestic, all kind of shit. And so the cops arrived. They knock on the door. Somebody opens the door, sees, oh shit, it's the popo. They slam the door and take off running. They go out the back of the house. They take off running. Young Scooter thinks he's still scooting as a young buck. Okay, I think he's 39 years old, 38. This was on his birthday. Well, he decided he thought he was still in the Olympics, and he was jumping over some fences and shit, running from the popo. Well, he didn't get over one of these fences, and he ended up cutting his leg. And then he ended up dying. They found him dead in the yard. Whoopsie. A piece of wood, come to find out, because his autopsies just got released, I think today or yesterday. I just read about it. Piece of wood penetrated his thigh, which is where you got a big femoral artery in there. Okay, I guess it severed it, and he bled out right there. This lady has been arrested. We'll pull some pictures up for you in there. This is Young Scooter right here. This Young Scooter, rapper Young Scooter, has met his untimely demise from a wood fence. I mean, if you wasn't doing nothing wrong, why are you running? Why ain't you just answer the phone and say, yeah, what's up? Or answer the door. That's what I'm going to do. The cops come to my door. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm not doing nothing. Well, why are you running? I'm just scared of the police. Whatever. Anyway, this lady right here, she's the one that made the phone call. Okay. Oh, she's pretty, ain't she?
That's a dude.
No, it's a woman. It's a woman. But she's pretty, right? Yeah. This was her mug shot. I think if I was single, if I'm telling y'all this right now, I'm going off topic, of course. If I was single nowadays, because you see this, like, dang, she hot. if I was single, I would request.
For a big guy,
I would request women, if I was dating, to send me a picture with no makeup on, okay, and your hair not did, because you ladies can fool a motherfucker in a heartbeat. See us, we don't have no choice, dudes. We don't have makeup. We ain't got the hair. We ain't got.
What you get.
Yeah, I mean, we just ugly motherfuckers. Like this, what it is. It is what it is.
Snap filters and shit where I could increase it and make myself pretty, deal with all my.
That
blemishes.
nothing could make you pretty.
Nothing anymore.
No,
nothing.
They put you. The snap filters broke when you tried to use them. But anyway, this is her right here. Okay, you want to see her mug shot? Because this is what you think you're getting, but then when you wake up, because this is her mug shot, bang! This what the fuck she looked like with no makeup and no hair.
Damn, an alien.
These two people, these are the same people.
Oh, all three are the same people?
No, not him. Her and her.
This female.
This is makeup and wig or whatever, and no makeup and no wig. Look at this shit.
Wow.
You went to bed with this, and you woke up with Webster. That's what the fuck you wake up. Yeah, tricking people.
You know, if you put your thumb over her face, it looks like what a German Shepherd brings you back as a tennis ball.
It does kind of look like a chewed up tennis ball. So let's go over this bean footage over here. This video on.
I'm going to tell you about. We just learned that a 70-year-old.
Oh no! Don't combine those two.
Ultimately led to the death of Atlanta rapper young.
So you see how pretty this news reporter is right here. Makes you wonder, don't it? Makes you wonder. Take the makeup and hair off, and what do you have under there? Is she pretty with no makeup on? You don't have to be gorgeous. You don't have to be gorgeous with no makeup. That's fine and dandy. But when you look like a beautiful woman and you take all the shit off and you look like Webster from, if y'all don't know who Webster is, go look it up. Not dictionary. It was an old comedy dude. It was a little black kid. Go look it up. If you look like if you look like a kid, a boy, no.
I would guarantee you, because this young lady that we're looking at, like her net worth is probably like over $250,000 a year. So she probably looks very close to that, no matter when you see her.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. That other one, the other one's probably worth some money too. She was on some Real Housewives and shit like that. But it says makeup should enhance and not make you unrecognizable. That's correct. If I was married to like that other woman, it's like you marry her and then you come home early one day and you'd never seen her without makeup and her hair done, and you accidentally shoot your wife because you think somebody done broke into your house because you didn't recognize her.
Who's this fucking dude in my house?
Are you in that trouble? Or would you get in trouble because you accidentally shoot your wife because you didn't know what she looked like?
I don't know. I've woke up in buddies' houses where I've seen their wives at the coffee pot, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, who are you?" And they're like, "Fuck you, JR." And
then y'all aren't friends anymore. Let's finish.
No, we're still best friends.
Let's see the story.
Was not telling the truth. We first let you hear that call yesterday at noon, and that caller has since been arrested. Atlanta News 1st Sarah Hammond is live at the Fulton County Jail with what we know about this. Sarah, fill us in here.
Well, 31-year-old Demetria Spence waived her first appearance here at the Fulton County Jail just a little while ago. Her bond was set for $7,500. She would not be able to go back to the scene of the crime, speak to any witnesses, and she also would not be allowed to have any weapons. Now, again, she is accused of making a false 911 call. Here's how that all unfolded. March 28th, a woman calls 911 telling dispatchers shots were fired at a home on William Nye Drive in Atlanta, and she saw some kind of domestic dispute.
There is literally a whole domestic dispute.
I got to stop for a second. I made a comment to somebody today. That word is the most overused word in the English language.
What?
Excuse me, my allergies. Yeah, literally. I hate that fucking word. I hate it. It's just as bad as allegedly. Stop saying it so much. Everybody's like, man, I literally did this. I literally drank some coffee the day, and then I literally like twirled my hair on my finger. I literally. That's like, shut the fuck up. Stop saying that fucking word. So I just stop saying it.
You going on? This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over, if they was fighting over drugs. That's what it sounded like.
Atlanta police responded and said they saw no evidence of what the woman on the phone described. But they did say that once they arrived, Kenneth Bailey, better known as rapper Young Scooter, ran out of the back of the house and severely injured his leg. The medical examiner said Bailey lost a lot of blood from the injury and died at the hospital.
It appears that there was, when he fell, some type of...
Oh, Stare, you might need to call this police chief or something right here. This lieutenant is a lieutenant, and give him your contact.
He looks like Ronnie.
Give him your contact to hook up. Okay. How do you? This may be the father of your child.
It is very possible. He looks just like Ronnie.
He does say. One day you said that he does look like your son. So this may be the father of your child, actually.
Or I'm his illegitimate father. Who knows?
I don't know.
Time travel and shit.
Mm-hmm.
fracture injuries to the leg, which caused the bleeding.
Now, less than a week later, police say they've arrested 31-year-old Demetrius Spence, the woman who called 911 for transmitting a false public alarm. She was booked at the Fulton County Jail.
I'd
In
have
a
charged
statement,
her with
Bailey's
fucking
family
assisted
says
or
they are
attempted
still
murder
waiting
or
on
murder. Because if you commit a crime that leads to a death, you're guilty of murder.
His death and say they are devastated. Atlanta police reiterated that they never fired their weapons and Bailey's death was ruled an accident.
That's bad. They had to restate that they didn't do this because of the way shit is today. It's like, look, we didn't do this to Young Scooter. He was scooting on across that fence and hurting himself. Oh, yeah, we can sit. Yeah. Yeah, we had to set up Miss 911 with Roy there, huh? She looked good right here. Not right there. It's like scary. It's that's just like catfishing, if you ask me. It's wrong.
From afar,
fucking wrong. It's fucking wrong. So anyway, R.I.P. Young Scooter. We picked making fun of stuff, really, but unfortunately, it does suck that this man lost his life because somebody else was
really hope he
doing
had
some shit like that. But if
why
you're not,
run,
I understand. Why are you running, dude? I mean, they would have said, they would have found out nothing was going on. You'd been fine. Why are you running? So did y'all have drugs in the house and stuff? I mean, there's a reason you running. I mean, he didn't decide all of a sudden just to go exercising when the cops showed up. I mean, come on.
Imagine they were fighting right before they showed up, though, and he's like, "Bitch, I'll fucking kill you," and she's like, "I'm gonna call the police." Doom, 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 police.
But she didn't. But she wasn't even there. This was like this one must have been mad that Young Scooter didn't want her no more. He probably saw her not fixed up. Is what happened. He's like, "Dang, bitch."
Woke up next to her
And said, "Damn, Webster, where'd you come from?" All right, this next one is probably the most fucked up story. I was like, I couldn't even believe this was fucking real at first, but it is. This is a true story because it's being reported on all over. This is really happening, everybody. This is some fucked up shit right here.
So call our boys so we can get a liter of cola because this is going to be the new Super Troopers fucking 3. New Jersey police chief accused of defecating on the floor to harass coworkers. Yes, you heard that right. Shitting on the floor. A New Jersey police chief, that's the crazy part, has come under fire after colleagues accused him of defecating on the station's floor, attempting to drug coworkers by putting Viagra and Adderall in their coffee, and sticking a hypodermic needle into an officer's penis. We'll get to that specifically later. So Robert Farley, this individual, and I hope you got a picture of him without his hat because the dude just looks
I just pulled that one up. I don't even think I've...
Okay.
Yeah, it's him. I mean, you can look at him right here. How you doing, Megan? This guy, I mean, look at this face. Look at it. You can tell something's wrong with this motherfucker. Okay.
So I think it's really more along the lines of like a Kanye situation. Like there's something mentally wrong. Like he definitely needs to be fired. He's fired.
He needs to go to jail.
But he needs mental evaluation definitely because
this fucker needs jail.
Some of this shit just don't make any sense. 5 former and current North Bergen officers plan to sue the township over Farley's behavior, which allegedly also includes the police chief shaving his body hair onto people's food and scraping fluids from his underwear onto people seated in the chief's office.
I got questions about this one.
Oh yeah, in an email,
the underwear. It's like
I don't understand that.
did he like did he go somewhere and like had skid marks or like dried cum or something in there and like scrape it out and then put it on, or did he just like pull them off did he pull them off in front of people and it's like, hey, well, look at this, I had you talk about think that traffic accident was bad, look at this accident I had in my underwear, and scrape it off and put it on people's shit. I mean how the fuck?
It's one of those things that's so egregious that the minute you hear it, you don't need to hear more. You've got enough.
I need more.
Yes, it is a real story, Stacy. So we're still going here. But Barley's accusers allege that the police chief who took on the role February 2024, so he's relatively new, instigated a reign of terror, which one officer said included retaliation after. So basically, he called one of the Middle Eastern officers a camel jockey, and he talked to HR and IA and got his ass in a sling, which he then turned around and did what most people do, which you can't do, is retaliate. You're not allowed to do that. In his notice to sue, Lieutenant Alex Guzman wrote, Chief Farley has on several occasions pulled his pants down and defecated on the floor in front of the entire office staff. Guzman added he has also left feces on the bathroom floor, apparently with the intent of having someone unknowingly step in it. So basically, it will get to that last part. So at one point, he actually was chasing around a officer inside of the office, messing with him, cornered him, and then took a syringe and drove it through the head of his penis, drawing blood.
Through his pants.
At that point, you stop being my chief, and you're going in fucking cuffs.
Well,
Don't touch my dick, bro.
First of all, where was this at? This is New Jersey. What kind of pussy ass department do you have? First of all, I'm not running around like a little schoolgirl, some grown man chasing me. Oh, let's play Tackle Monster. And you're going to run away from and shit like that. No. And then you got a needle, and then you stick a needle in the head of my dick. The next article is going to read, police officer Iceman shot and killed the chief with times, reloaded, and then shot him some more. And, why? Because he stuck a needle in my fucking and up trial and like popped the squat and just took a big shit in front of everybody. It's just like, okay, I felt better. Fuck, I wish I wouldn't ate that Taco Bell for lunch. And just took a big dump in the middle of the fucking room and just like everybody's like, oh, that stinks, Chief. God damn it.
Yeah, and I mean, how did that not make it the fucking IA? Like, how do we not look? Who even cleans it up and doesn't bitch about it? I mean,
then he's just shitting on the floor. And let a motherfucker walk up to me and pull out some clippers while I'm trying to eat or something or anything and start shaving their fucking arms or whatever when putting their hair on me. It's like, I want to know what kind of pussy cops they had over there that these motherfuckers didn't get I'd have lost my job. I don't give a fuck. I would have been beating. I'd have been stomping I'd have stomped the rest of the shit out this motherfucker.
Well, I gotta say, honestly, that I just like this guy a lot more than I just like the chick that fucked the entire department. This guy is fucking special. He's definitely a mental case. I'm not sure if he'll ever serve time because obviously you need to be mental, and hopefully they have those nut wards where they can lock him the fuck up.
These are the type of people that get appointed to be chiefs of police.
That's true.
Hey. Look, he's giving whole stare to eyes. Hey, baby.
That's for him.
But yeah, I mean, the dude's shaped. I mean, I say nasty stuff joking around and all that shit. This dude's just like, no. Like I said, I don't know what kind of cops they got over there. He worked with people I work with. They don't give you a fuck if you're the chief or whatever. You do some stupid we all joke around and pick on each other. You gonna come scrape your underwear shit on me or fucking whatever? No. Like I said, and the whole needle in the dick thing, and it's like, ow, stop, chief. You poked me in my PP head. No.
Like
I mean, what
I
the
said,
fuck
at
kind
minimum, He's going in cuffs. He's going. I'm gonna drag him down fucking town.
There's gonna be no handcuffs involved with that. It's gonna be the chief's going to the hospital. Let's hope he makes it. I'm just telling you. No. This is the most. This is most. I read this shit. I'm like, this is the most fucked up shit I've heard in so long.
It didn't seem fucking real, did it? Even when I read it, I'm like, wow.
Oh, never mind. He ain't gonna make it. Free Bird just texted. They just got another one pulled up in there. He's about to boot a third one. He's on a roll.
So, all right. So, do you have a video for this next one?
Let me see. This is my hot nut. I'm just letting y'all know. Poo Poo Chief is my hot nut for the night.
Yeah, my hot nuts too. Mississippi Police Department hires officer fired over racist slurs to Latino men.
No, there's no video on that.
We've all done that.
But I give you a picture. This right here. It's the young guy without the uniform is the one that got hired on. Anyway, he got fired from another department, or I think it was this department with a different chief or something. I'm not sure. It's something like that. But anyway, he got fired. Basically, what happened is they were dealing with some habitual offenders, some frequent flyers that were.
All he said was go back to Mexico.
That were Mexican, Hispanic, however you want to say it. And they said something. He's like, "Look, you motherfuckers need to go back to Mexico, make a run for the border, get the fuck out of our county, because they're fucking criminals, and they were dealing with them constantly." Well, he got fired for that. They said that we're racist. You can't say that. Well, guess what? I guess I should have got fired last week then, because I had two of them that illegals that caused a crash and caused a lady to go to the hospital. And I proceeded in front of God and everybody in the middle of a state highway. I went aboard their ass very loudly and told them, because he's like, "Oh, I help pay." And if y'all are new here, all my foreign accent people sound Chinese. That's the only one I know. So even if they're Mexican, everybody sounds Chinese with me. But anyway,
that's World War II racism.
Yeah, that's a World War II racism. But anyway, they're like, "Oh, I pay." I'm like, "Motherfucker, the only thing you gonna be paying for is a fucking run back across the goddamn border. You fucking piece of shit, illegal motherfucker." I said, and that's when I found out later that day. I couldn't re-find them, but I got me a Border Patrol agent friend now that said if I get my hands on any illegals, just give him a call and he will be there pronto to snatch them up and ship their asses back to where they fucking belong. Okay, but I proceeded in the middle of God and everybody. I went aboard these two illegal motherfuckers where basically they almost started crying. And I apologized to people. I said, "I'm sorry y'all had to see that." They're like, "Hey, no, I apologize. You just said everything we wanted to say, but just too scared to do it." I did. So this man right here, he just said, "Hey, you motherfuckers, y'all are breaking our laws. Y'all are causing trouble. Go back to where you fucking come from." And he got fired for that. Of course, now people are like, "Oh, he's a racist. We're going to." No, he's not. No, he's not. So I'm glad this guy decided to give this guy a job. So if y'all think he's a racist, so be it. That's why it's America. You got your opinion.
Trust
my
me,
opinion,
there's a lot
you're
worse
fucking
shit that he could have said.
My opinion is he's not a racist. He just said this shit. I'm guarantee you motherfuckers say, "Oh, you're a racist. You say this, you say that." I guarantee it's the same motherfuckers that say way worse shit than me. And they just say it behind closed door. Or I say what I want to say in the public. So public. So that's what that is. So good for him and good for that chief for not listening to all the bullshit. So
well, I'd like to see it when a chief or a sheriff stands up for themselves once in a while and says, "You know what? Fuck everybody trying to blackball somebody," and gives an officer a second chance. Because we know, that there is good officers that have done the right thing, and because they've done the right thing, they've been blackballed, and it's fucking trash. So yeah, I'd like to see that shit go away. But then again, good cops are a fucking dime a dozen already.
Well, next story, we're going back. We're going to talk about another rapper, Mr. Sean Kingston.
He's a good rapper.
Is he? I didn't even know the fuck he was. But anyway, he's a fucking fraud is what he is. And a thief. Him and his mom just got convicted of fucking fraud. And they let him go home under watch. They locked her ass straight up. like $1 million in fucking fraud and theft. Okay, they were what he was doing. I guess he was using his stardom, like I said, I know who the fuck he was, in getting shit. He ended up getting a bulletproof Escalade, a big TV, a wall TV that covered the whole wall. It was like I don't know how many thousands of dollars.
Oh, like it was
it was $100,000 fucking TV that covered $100,000 TV. But he got that, and he got over $1 million worth of shit. And they were sending out these fake invoices, and none of these people were getting paid. And eventually, they wanted their shit back. And I guess he trying to live the rapper lifestyle. He was trying to live a champagne lifestyle, and them motherfucker was on a beer budget. And anyway, him and his mom, they convicted his mom along with it, and they looking at like 20 years in prison or some shit like that. But let's see if we got a picture. This is him and his mom's right here. That's him. Now, if you'd like to see y'all want to see the other picture, do you? You sure? Him and his mom's.
That's back when he was famous.
This is a recent picture, like since they've been arrested and stuff.
Is he skinny now?
No, but you're sitting down, right, Holster?
Because he was always like 350.
No, he's still a big dude. Let's see what happened here. Oh, this is gonna be him and his mom's now. Bang! That's his mom now.
So he looks about the same. She really ain't changed either. She just ain't wearing her fucking wig. Look at it. That's the only thing missing off is her wig. At least she's all right. You know what I mean? She kept the same face.
It looks like her eyebrows are up here hadn't been painted on in a while. They might need some new ink on it or something like that. Yeah. But she ain't even got the little fur head. That bitch, she's just like ball, like shiny ball headed.
Maybe it helps the wig stick. I don't fucking know. But yeah, the chick or the dude that sings "Suicidal," you know, "You're Beautiful Girl." Anyway, it was like a one-hit wonder. Like he came up, like stepped on a few different songs, and then like fucking disappeared.
Well, I was watching
like Soulja Boy
putting this together tonight. They had this group of black guys. I don't know who they were, but it was on YouTube, and they were talking about this. And like one of them like knew him, had been around him, this Sean guy, and said he's always been a fucking thief. They said they walked out the room, the motherfucker took his fucking cover off his iPad, and dude's like, "Hey, where's my fucking cover?" Oh, I just like cover. I was seeing how it was gonna look on my iPad. He got busted, motherfucker. I was going.
Dude was rich. Dude was rich stealing people's shit. I hate those motherfuckers.
Yeah, stealing people's shit. He's that type. He's a piece of shit. Then his mom was trying to cover, and you know what their excuse was? This is actually what was said in court. He didn't take the stand. She did. Said on the stand. She's like, well, you know, he's just a boy, a young boy, which he's not a young boy anymore. He's a grown fucking man. And, you know, he just likes nice things and playing the victim the whole motherfucking time. It only took guess what? The jury come back in 3 hours. When juries come back that quick, that's bad. Okay. Like I said, I hope they get some serious time because it's bullshit. And she's trying to cover it up. She was in on it with them, and they just he learned it from somewhere. They thieves. He had his little one-hit wonder. I don't know who the fuck he was, and he's a thief. He was a thief when he had money. You can't take dirt bags out of motherfuckers like that. So I'm glad that they were found guilty. And guess what? It was
crazy.
I'm surprised they didn't try to blame it on the cops, but because everything's the cops' fault.
But I mean, that really is crazy. That's like having a one-hit wonder from the 90s just decide to do like PPP fraud.
Well, I mean, you're going to look at it. Look at MC Hammer. He was multi. He went dead ass broke. Right. He wasn't stealing from people. Now he's a preacher. He ain't a millionaire no more, but he's happy with his life and stuff like that. But I mean, just because you can get it. You know how many
lifestyle.
You know how many of these NFL players, they made $100 million. Yeah, and they got so many around are fucking broke. Because let me tell you what, when you take these college athletes, this is off topic also, but things I think about. You take these college athletes, and there's only like 2 to 3% that make it to professional in any of the sports. But if they're on in these colleges on scholarships or Neal deals, whatever like that, they need to. One of the first things they need to be teaching these kids is economics and accounting classes, because you're taking, and I'm not trying to be mean, racist, or nothing like that. You're taking these kids out of the hood. They ain't never had nothing in their entire life. They grew up poor. Okay, let's just be honest. A lot of them grew up poor. Mom, dad, that mom, if they know who their dad is, but their mom's on welfare, working 2 jobs, food stamps, all that shit. They never had nothing. And all of a sudden,
money.
They had no money. Next thing you know, they have millions upon millions of dollars, and they don't realize it, and they don't invest it. They go out and buy all these cars, these houses. They got their homeboys doing this, and they got all these people hanging around, sucking the money off them. And they don't realize it takes one fucking injury and your career's over. And you can't play football or professional sports forever. So they don't realize you have to invest this money, because it's not just going to be, when you got 5 houses and your monthly your expenses are $3 million a month.
Right.
That $100 million ain't going to last that long. You're going to go through it like that.
Well, that's why there's 2 ways to say it. Money or money.
So my Stacy said she had got leprosy. I didn't even know that thing was a thing anymore, but she's been a klepto. She's got that steal shit. Yeah, those type of people will steal shit. They don't. What about these like what was that actress Winona Ryder?
Oh yeah,
she was fucking rich, and she was in there fucking cutting tags off of shit, stealing, and she still had fucking millions of dollars, and she was stealing shit. It's like, what the fuck? So anyway, good for them. They're going to go. Hopefully they get some time. This next one we're going to go over to you. I do have some pictures here talking about kleptomania.
So this one was kind of a hopeless romantic situation that just happened.
You think?
A woman steals a cop car after going out with drinks with an officer. So down here in Miami-Dade County, which is a gigantic department. It controls the entire southern part of the state. This officer decided to take out this young lady, 27-year-old Andrea Maria Asaf. They live in the same apartment building. They went out for drinks on March 30th. The two do not reside together in the same apartment. So basically, after they went out for drinks and all this good stuff, the officer went home, left his keys, and she somehow acquired the keys to the patrol vehicle from inside of his home. So she was arrested for burglary. Then she stole the patrol car and gave him a phone call, and he noticed that she was in a patrol car and told her that she's not supposed to be doing that, to stop the vehicle. Well, she continued to drive it, and she drove it back to the apartment complex. Apparently, upon making contact and trying to place her into custody, she attacked the officer, and he had an injury to the back of the head. Small cut, I guess. But she has been arrested for... I don't agree with the battery on a law enforcement officer. I probably would have tried to hit her with domestic violence, because it'll haunt her more.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, you see this picture here? I went and found that picture over. Again, ladies.
Miami, man.
Again, ladies. Men asked for pictures of with not makeup on, because this was her mugshot.
That's eerily close. She's been crying. No makeup. At least she's still got the same eyebrows. Her lips are still there. They're just not painted. I mean, I don't know. With the Lady Gaga nose?
I don't know.
She looks the same, boss.
You think?
At least she has real hair. She just has it in a bun in the picture on the left. Yeah, that's the picture. That's how you look when you're fucking arrested. The other one's how you look on your first day at work.
Not all of them.
But she's arrested for $8,500 worth of bond. She got to drive around in a stolen fucking police car and has a story to tell for the rest of her life. What are you guys doing? No. No, just kidding. Don't go stealing cop cars. It's bad.
Anyway. I can hear you something happened on that date that she sent him a picture driving it. Or she just fucking drunk or something.
He probably said that, I don't know. Something crazy.
Something happened, I'm telling you.
Or she thought that she was closer to him than she actually was.
Maybe
Who
so.
knows? Maybe she gave him roadhead on the way home. She thought she was owed something. It'll come out. Trust me. They won't never.
Oh, not on that, no. All right, let's go to the next one.
Am I doing this one too, or are you?
You can do it.
Let's see.
It's crazy. I mean, it's not really a funny story, but it's just one of those.
Seriously, San Francisco to implement country's first income-based traffic fine system. Fuck you. You better not tell me that poor people don't have to pay tickets. I'll be pissed. San Francisco, California, breaking new ground in traffic enforcement. San Francisco, known for its progressive policies, and notice they don't even pursue anybody, so it doesn't even fucking matter. Just don't stop. Is set to launch the country's first income-based punishment program for traffic offenders. In a recent announcement, unveiled an innovative automatic speed camera. Fuck that. I hate those. Enforcement program with the unique twist. Fines will be determined based on the offender's income. No matter how you get around our city, you should be able to do it without fearing for your life. That's why I'm proud to implement automatic speed cameras, Lurie said. Speeding is the number one cause of traffic injuries and fatalities in the city. It is my job as mayor to protect our residents and visitors, and that is what we are doing. The 33 citywide cameras. There will be a 60-day no-fee waiting period before tickets are issued. As opposed to cameras, location, fine amounts. What are the fucking penalties? The income-based fines will have received criticism, with low-income drivers getting discounts up to 50% to mitigate financial burdens. Republican news critics, fosters inequality and should assess fines equally across the board. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. How are they going to say I have a job, so you got to pay a $375 ticket, and the same motherfucker gets pulled over doing 120 right next to me, has to pay a $120 fucking ticket? That's a crock of shit.
Yeah, I know. Well, first of all, y'all know how I feel about
$50 to $500 is the range.
How I feel about any kind of photo enforcement like that. I don't agree with any photo enforcement. I don't agree with red light cameras. I don't believe with speed cameras, anything like that.
I think they're unconstitutional.
Why? I'm going to tell y'all why. He thinks they're unconstitutional. I think because when I pull somebody over, or a law enforcement officer, or anybody that can pull somebody over, I'm stopping you from doing that action right then and there. If you're speeding, I'm stopping you from speeding. If you're driving reckless, I stop you from driving reckless. If a camera takes a picture of you doing 100 miles an hour down the interstate, did anything stop you from doing 100 miles an hour? No. 2 weeks later, you're going to get a ticket in the mail saying, "Oh, pay this because we caught you speeding." But it didn't stop you from doing the reckless behavior you were doing. So it's a money. All camera enforcement is. Everybody's like, "Oh, it deters." No, it don't deter shit. All it is, you can lie to whoever you want to. It is a revenue generating system is all it is. It is not a deterrent. It is not to enforce laws. It's to make money, which I disagree with. Okay.
But
traffic work should not be about making money. It should be about trying to change people's behavior to make the roads way safer.
And the way we can prove this is we have covered at least 2 stories here on this channel in the past month and a half, I want to say, where in Louisiana and another place, I think it was San Francisco, where they got like school zone citations in excess, and then they ended up telling people that not to pay the tickets. They're going to go ahead and drop them and cancel them. So
that was here.
The problem with
exactly.
That's what I'm saying is that right there. That's the problem. Because those people did, in fact, violate the fucking law. They should have received those tickets. What the problem is they should have also not had a fucking license anymore. When these things happen and enough people bitch that they get rid of it, that's the problem. Because if you keep getting ticketed for speeding, you'll slow the fuck down. You will. You know plenty of people that you've wrote time after time after time that eventually you just stop fucking seeing.
Yeah, because they get tired of paying this shit, or
Right.
whoever's fixing the ticket for them, they ain't getting it fixed anymore.
But if a state politician that designed and helped found this law says, never mind, just don't fucking pay it, like it happened there and it happened, I want to say, in California, then what the fuck is the point? Like, we have toll booths here. And if you accidentally go, and not all the toll booths are part of the state of Florida, you can go through like a private toll booth. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing. And then all of a sudden, if you don't pay, because I think that every road in America should be like the fucking Autobahn. If your car can't keep up, stay the fuck off the road.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what do y'all think about that? I mean, I just think they shouldn't have any speed cameras.
Yeah, speed cameras. I don't think we have them here. We have all the red light cameras.
I don't believe in those either, because I think, those cause more accidents because people know.
Yeah, the flashing fucking cameras.
Well, they know they're there. A lot of people, like, oh shit, the light's turning right there. So instead of maybe going through the yellow lights, they don't want to get a ticket mailed to them. They'll slam their fucking brakes on all of a sudden. The next thing you know, somebody behind them slamming into them because you just got into a anti-lock braking event right there because you didn't want to go through it and possibly get a fucking ticket.
Kill people behind you on a motorcycle or whatever.
Something like that. So, I mean, I think red light cameras cause more accidents. So, anyway, we got totally off topic there with that kind of. The next one we have on, y'all heard about, when you're little kids and stuff like that. And
I've seen this on the news.
Monsters under your bed and all that stuff like that. Well, it can be kind of scary, especially as a child. I remember being a child and, my parents like, no, you can't watch that scary movie. What scary movie would that be? Well, let me tell you.
Finding Dory.
The what?
Finding Dory.
What the fuck is a Finding Dory?
You don't. Never mind.
What is that? The Dora the Explorer, the cartoon?
No, not Dora the Explorer. Her ass got deported. Finding Dory. The little Finding Nemo fish, and he had a friend finding.
That was I was grown when that shit came out.
Watch cartoons.
I was grown when that came out. I said, child, no, I snuck and watched The Exorcist, okay? Like real scary movie shit. And, I was like, I was scared, like freaking out. It's like, look, there's a monster under my bed. What do we do as parents? We go, look, let's go there. There's no monsters under your bed. And you go in there and you're like, look, and you look under the bed. Well, that's what happened in this case. Yeah. But when she looked under her bed, guess what? There was this fucking grown-ass fucking man underneath the bed. Grown man underneath the bed. Well, I'm pretty sure she probably screamed too. This was the dude. This ugly motherfucker right here.
I would have grabbed that kid by the legs and beat that dude to death.
This is what was under the bed. So, of course, that wasn't good when they came face-to-face. And then they got into an altercation. I don't know what's going on. The internet seems like it's been slow. I will say, it looks like they're about to put fiber out in front of my house finally. And once I can get fiber, hopefully this lagging shit that I deal with will end. Because I pay a fortune for it already.
After that.
Anyway, they got into an altercation, and the child got knocked over in the struggle and stuff. And of course, 911 was called. And Patience didn't answer the phone. Precious didn't answer the phone, so they didn't get hung up on. Anyway, this guy was identified as 27-year-old, I cannot say his last name, Martin Villalobos Jr. He used to live there or something a long time ago, and he actually has a protection order against him from going even on that property. But when the Popo showed up, of course, he had run the fuck away. They did spot him the next morning, and he tried to run away from the police again, but this time it did not work.
Was he making coffee this time?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Well, he was not in the house. He was like running around loose, and he ended up getting booked on charges of aggravated kidnapping. Did he steal the kid or something? Who the fuck did he kidnap? aggravated burglary, aggravated battery, child endangerment, felony obstruction of a law enforcement officer, and a violation of protective order of abuse. I don't think he's probably still in jail. They gave him a $500,000 bond for the monster under the bed right there. This, people, is why you should carry a weapon on your side, even in your own house. So if some fucking crazy dude is hiding under your bed, and when the kid, what you do is first, just to see if somebody's under there, you go like old Bruce Willis in The Last Boy Scout. Y'all ever seen that movie? And the wife was cheating, and he's like, I'm just going to put a bullet through the door if you don't come out, and the dude ends up coming out. You just say, look, I'm going to give this monster 1 second to come out from under the bed. I'm going to put a bullet right through this mattress right here, and cock the gun or something, and then maybe look, and then if you do see Pablo underneath there, then you shoot him in the face.
Yeah, if you remember, folks, if there's a guy hiding underneath your bed, you tell them, come out or I'll shoot you. And they come out, you can still shoot them.
Yeah, just shoot them. If somebody is in your house that you did not invite and you did not even know was in there and they broke in or anything, just shoot them.
Shoot them. Twice, 3 times.
3 times. Grady Judd them. Why'd you shoot them that many times? Because that's all the bullets I fucking had. Anyway, this stupid motherfucker right there, hopefully, they'll say, oh, he's got mental problems, and he'll get off on it. He
definitely fucking does. But, I mean, to be fair, that was kind of like, what was it, Major Payne? He did the same thing.
Yeah, he shot the closet up. Yeah, there's a monster in there.
Yeah. He ain't happy.
He ain't happy. And it's like, Major Payne dispatched a monster with extreme prejudice. God, why do we fucking remember this shit?
And here I am thinking, I'm like, God, I hope those were hollow points.
This next story, we're going over to you. We're going to talk about some Mexicans.
Yeah. So leave it to Florida and Mexico to come up with some bullshit like this. And I'm hoping we can get some better laws on the books to protect our citizens on cruise lines. 2 Mexican nationals arrested for charges of molesting a 14-year-old boy on board a Caribbean cruise. It doesn't say which one. And one was HIV positive. Port of Miami, Florida, Ricardo Daniel Mondragon, Liel, 37, and Jose Prudencio Diaz, 36, both Mexican nationals, were placed under arrest aboard the Independence of the Seas. Actually, if somebody looks up who that ship belongs to, it'll tell us who it is. As a cruise vessel approached Miami, they're facing imminent deportation, but I do not fucking think so. I don't think we should yet. On charges that they molested a minor. They basically went inside of a hot tub area and started gratifying themselves, and then witnessed that there was a 14-year-old there and decided to perform sex acts on that individual inside of that area. They are arresting both individuals for lewd and lascivious acts on a child between the ages of 12 and 16, which in the state of Florida is a capital felony. That is the death penalty. So I do not believe we should be getting these individuals deported. And one of them was HIV positive. So I hope that it was, I hate to say it like this, but I really hope he didn't transmit that to this young man. But I think that they should both be put to death on air.
Child molesting cocksuckers is what they are.
They targeted this young man apparently, and then followed him in there, and that's what they did.
And I'm just gonna say it. Personally, if I would have been on this cruise ship and this motherfucker had done this to one of my kids or grandchildren or something like that,
wouldn't have made it back.
They wouldn't have made it back because I wouldn't have reported it because them motherfuckers went missing off the side of that fucking cruise ship.
Happens all the time,
bitches would have been. It's like, I don't know what happened. They just fell off. Fuck these child molesting, cocksucking bastards. Okay, one of them's already got HIV anyway. Fuck these pieces of shit. You gonna try to rape a little boy?
They were talking about charges, and the state's DA is recommending a no bond, obviously. And the problem is Miami-Dade is extremely blue. It's like New Orleans. I mean, it's New Orleans, but our state law. We're going to deport them anyway. So if that DA down there decides not to, do the right thing and put the death charges on them. We're just going to ship them back home. What? So they can get on the next fucking boat and do it again?
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
I
Like I
don't
said,
think so.
These motherfuckers right here, they should never make it to prison right here. Two-piece. I can't stand fucking pedophiles and then a pedophile rapist like that. I mean, I can't stand. These motherfuckers do not need to be breathing air. Just saying. All right, this next one, we got these former troopers in Massachusetts. Massachusetts got some fucked up state troopers down there. Like I say, we've done a lot of fucking stories on Massachusetts state troopers fucking overtime fraud, just all kind of shit like this. Well, recently they had, no, not recently, it's finally come out. This one guy just pled guilty. This guy right here, let me see, pull a picture of him up. Him right here, this guy, he just pled guilty to him and some other ones. The other two are still waiting to go to trial. They were with the he's retired now. He's 60-something years old, but the fraud they were committing was like you go to get your CDL, and even if you failed it, they would, like, this one company, they were bribing the troopers. But you think, were they getting money? Were they getting money? No. Obviously, these are some thirsty motherfuckers down there. They wasn't even getting whiskey. These motherfuckers were getting drinks for Fiji water and shit like that, like cases and this
off
shit.
The truck.
You were getting you were getting bribed with beverages, not even alcoholic beverages, just regular beverages. How thirsty? You done lost. Look, these motherfuckers are looking at 20 years each in fucking prison for fucking giving motherfuckers CDL license without to get free fucking drinks.
Where does it become illegal, though? Because the
motherfuckers failed their CDL, and they would just pass them because they wanted Fiji water.
Well, or is it a lifetime supply because they're going to go to work for the Coca-Cola company?
This motherfucker here, he's about to have a stroke. He's not going to make it to court because you see these veins in his head right here? This bitch about to stroke out, okay? Anyway,
Sounds like they were just giving the troopers some gifts.
He's one of them, and this is the other motherfucker right here. All of them. These are the third. These are the. He needs to throw this away. Lions, not sheep. This motherfucker. If he was a lion, he was very thirsty in the Sahara Desert. Okay, doing that shit. He should have. He's a hyena, is what the fuck he is. Because the hyenas steal shit. Anyway, these motherfuckers are the They were the thirstiest fucking Massachusetts troopers ever right here. Thirsty.
I don't blame them.
They're thirsty.
They are entrepreneurs.
They're not. They're fucking thieves.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No. So what happens is a lot of these fucking companies will, dude. Even
they were giving people their CDL license in exchange for beverages.
Generational kickbacks. Come on, it's an investment.
No, it is not. You can try it all. You can try to get off the weed. Get off the weed. You done lost your fucking mind. You lost your mind.
They were gonna start. Who the fuck is this now?
This is the next story. Because they were wrong, and you know they were wrong. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the troopers? No, good job, troopers.
No, fuck them troopers. No, it's not. I hope they all do 20 fucking years. They don't deserve a badge.
They all have vending companies now where they use all those produces, and they
produces.
They give those out
it's water. It was fancy water.
Low-income families.
No, they do not. They drank it all. They drank it all. They were thirsty.
Flint, Michigan. They take
thirsty.
All the Flint.
Thirsty. Did not. Anyway, this next one, we're going to watch a video. This video, I hope you listen to it. Folks there will be quiet through it. Going to piss you off because it pisses me off. Listen to it. Anyway, it's about this young lady right here.
Atlanta rapper Young Scooter was not
about you, Mr. Scooter.
About Young Scooter,
who are named Jose.
Not you either. We talked about you.
We're on board the
right here.
Is raising major concerns over reproductive rights after a 24-year-old woman, Selena Maria Chandler Scott, was arrested following a miscarriage. The incident has ignited discussions about how pregnancy loss is treated under current laws and what needs to change to prevent future criminalization of women experiencing medical emergencies. Chandler Scott was found unconscious and bleeding in her apartment complex after suffering a miscarriage. Police later discovered fetal remains in a dumpster, leading to her arrest on charges of concealing the death of another person and abandonment of a dead body. Law enforcement confirmed the miscarriage was not an abortion, but still pursued charges. She was initially laws is leading to past incidents. Brittany Watts, an Ohio woman, was also charged for a miscarriage, only to have a grand jury refuse to indict her. Women across the U.S. have faced investigations after pregnancy losses, raising alarms about the increasing surveillance of reproductive health. What needs to change? Clarify laws to prevent wrongful arrests. No woman should have to fear criminal charges for a medical emergency. End unnecessary investigations.
All right. I had to stop. This shit pisses me off. It's fucking shit. See this little bitch right here? These motherfuckers are like, she didn't do nothing wrong. She had a miscarriage. They didn't charge her for having a miscarriage. They charged her for throwing the fucking fetus in the goddamn dumpster and not reporting it.
Really?
Go ahead. You try to justify that shit. Try it.
Why would you report it a miscarriage?
You can't throw fucking dead babies away in a fucking dumpster.
It's not a dead baby if it's a miscarriage.
It is a dead baby. It was a fetus or whatever. It's human remains. They charged her with improper disposal of human remains.
Oh God, this goes into a weird fucking thing.
No, it's not weird. You just can't fucking throw fucking. You can't fucking just do that shit.
Did the baby ever draw breath? You know they can tell that. And if it didn't, then it wasn't.
So you're trying to say it wasn't a baby. It wasn't a human. We're going to get into this?
Get into the autopsy. And
no. Did it have a heartbeat at one time? Did it have a heartbeat at one time? Yes, it did.
Did it ever draw breath?
It don't matter. So you're saying you're trying to say you can have an abortion or kill a baby all the way up to birth because it haven't drawn a breath yet?
That's the way
That's what you're saying. That's what you're trying to say. Bullshit.
That's the way a lot of
people well, it's fucking. If you believe that as bullshit, you done lost your fucking mind.
No, I don't believe in abortion, period. But I'm saying
it had a heartbeat at one time. If it had a heartbeat, it was a living. It was a living being.
But how many women go to the restroom and then lose the baby or whatever because of
you don't throw it in a dumpster?
I don't know why the hell she would pull it out of wherever it was. I don't know the full case. But I would say that
dumpster. You don't go throw the shit in a dumpster.
Put pets in a dumpster. I bury pets in the ground and give them a tombstone.
So these you can go over here. I'm gonna go with your little lip-tard friends because that's what you turn it into over here on me. Turn it into a fucking lip-tard, and this cunt needs to go to fucking prison. Fuck her.
Oh, what is she like? 12?
No, she's a grown-ass woman. That's even if I don't know if she's even fucking here legally. Maybe that's why she didn't go to the hospital. They're like, oh, we found her passed out from loss of blood. That's because, but she still had the time to put the fetus in a fucking a Walmart bag and tote it out to the dumpster.
That doesn't sound like it was a miscarriage then. It sounds like she gave birth and then she cut it and she didn't know what she was doing.
I think she went to have an abortion and it was fucking botched and that's what happened. But they're trying to sell it. So you trying to defend all these people. You're trying to defend the fucking the other motherfuckers. And then you trying to defend her. You turn it into I'm going to buy you snowflakes for fucking Christmas.
Listen, if you give her a little bit more of an investigation, you get to charge her ass with murder. Because if the child ever drew breath, and its lungs can say that, then you turn around, and the minute it drew breath, she committed murder and murdered her child. She'll die.
I don't know if it was big. It was only 19 weeks. But the child still had a heartbeat.
You gave me some shit over...
19 weeks, still had a heartbeat.
Bro, don't miscarriage is not... fucking 9 weeks?
Well, then it's a human being. It's a life.
Yeah, but I understand.
It's a life. But they didn't charge her for that. They charged her with the disposal.
Well, if somebody breaks into your house and you shoot them lawfully, the only thing you get charged with is wrongful disposal.
No, you call a reporter. You don't pick them up and throw them in a fucking dumpster.
No,
so let's
you
say
could dig 'em a
so
hole
so
in the yard,
so
though.
if you're
I don't
so,
think there's
so if
any
you're
law
at
that says
home,
you gotta
so
go
I'm
kill
at home,
somebody.
and and Granny, just falls over dead, and I'm like, fuck, she's old as
Bury her in the
shit.
backyard.
She's dead, and I just, I roll her up in the fucking old Chinese Oriental rug she had on the floor, and I go throw her in the fucking dumpster. That's fine,
wrong
right?
with it?
That's fine because she wasn't
the
alive. I
dumpster.
didn't kill her. She died
Dig
of
a
old
hole.
age. She's old, and I just threw her in the dumpster. That's okay.
Who doesn't? No, dude.
Well, that's what
You
you're
gotta
saying.
At least dig 'em a hole.
No, that's what
Gotta
you're
dig 'em a
saying.
hole.
It's you saying it's okay. It's
You're
not
getting
okay.
This one situation mixed up with
No, I'm
multiple-
not.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't just throw
I'm saying
medical
you have to
waste.
do more
They
of an
said
investigation,
they
and
charged
could've
her
nailed
with the
murder.
disposal of the fetus. They didn't charge her with murder. They and all
should've.
these fucking liptards are up. It's her. It's a medical situation. Yeah, but it is a medical situation. But you know what? You don't throw shit in just the dumpster.
But if you want to go down that train track, I mean, like, is it any worse putting it in the dumpster than flushing it down the toilet?
Obviously,
I'm
it was
sure-
too big.
Yeah, that's such a weird conversation.
You turn into a lip. Y'all hear this shit, right?
No.
Y'all are witnessing
aren't hearing
the
it.
lip tardiness of Holstera turning. What he's turning into a snowflake over here.
No, sir. You had to give.
He
it a
is
little
turning
more
into a
investigation
snowflake. He's turning into a
so we could
snowflake.
nail her hard.
No, I don't want to nail her. Period.
Or let her go.
Fuck her.
You got to. You got to go one way or the other.
No, I hope this bitch gonna burn in fucking hell.
She's
I
like
hope
8
her
years
fucking
old.
twat
She is like
rots off, and I hope her uterus falls out. Her
Probably
her
already
nasty
has.
twat, and it just falls out and it's dangling there like a set of balls, and she has to throw that in the fucking dumpster. Okay, that's what I hope.
Oh, that's why we're living.
And then know what I hope she does? I hope her uterus falls out and she mails it to you. I hope she mails her rotten uterus to Ostera. Hey, bitch, get in touch with me. I'll give you his address. He might not get it because the post office people might take it and eat it, but we're going to mail it to him anyway. Ostera's getting rotten uterus. You're getting rotten uterus that mailed to you.
She's like 8.
No, she's not.
I don't know. This is a weird story. But I could tell why you lingered so fucking long because it was the last one.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna when that police chief gets out of jail, I'm gonna give him your address so he can come hang out.
No.
Yeah, he's gonna come hang out with you and shit on your floor.
I'll fuck that dude.
And he's gonna. You want to fuck him?
No, I'm gonna put him on fucking OnlyFans.
No, you're gonna stick a needle in your pecker. You can have a little. You will literally have a needle dick after he leaves, because he's going to stick a needle in your dick.
Albert.
He's going to stick a needle in your dick.
I don't understand why he shoved a needle in his dick. I can't even understand. I have some stupid ass ideas, and that one doesn't even cross my mind.
Needle in your dick.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, needle dick. Fucking needle dick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Next podcast, watch out. It might be snowing on Holstera over there, since I control the green screen. So, everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'm sorry about the lagging on the live shit. Yeah, we're going to do hot nuts. You must mean forget. You got me so pissed off over here. You fucking lip tardiness over here. I'm about to get a goddamn gun and shoot the computer screen. Just shoot you right in the face on a computer screen if it didn't cost me money. My hot nuts is the needle dick poo poo cop and Holstera together, both of them together.
Yeah. I did burn the shit out of myself.
You see that? Look, see, that's what you get. That's what you see. It's called karma, right there. Karma for taking up for the cunt.
No, I didn't take up for you.
You were taking up for her. You just wanted to argue with me.
That's exactly it.
Turning it into a tot, okay? Tater tot does that shit to me at work. If I say it could be a nice pretty blue day and say, "Oh, look at the pretty blue sky." Well, it's not technically blue. It's a marine aqua something called. That's what I'm gonna fucking get. So, like I said, the poo poo cop is mine. Which one? Who do y'all want? All these people.
Is the original.
What a fucking dumbass. Hot nut, your mom should have swallowed you. You are a fucking hot nut. A true fucktard.
Damn, everybody bailed on us.
I think we've been having internet issues. Is the problem? Huh?
Hoppy's mad. Those CDL testers made that extra money.
They didn't make no money. They were just thirsty.
If it was a one-time payout, they got robbed. But if it was like, hey, I work for Coca-Cola and I'll deliver a case to your house once a week, that was a good deal.
No, he's a thief. I'm telling you, I'm sending this dude to your house. That's where he's getting. When he gets parole, that's where he's going. Every time we just had a. See, I think it is. We just had my cables run underground for the internet now. And ever since they did it, every time we get a whole bunch of rain, I have internet issues. And we just had a shit ton around in 2 days. I think that's the problem. Is they ain't a chance to dry out yet.
That's because their fucking connection isn't waterproof.
So that's the problem. Anyway, I apologize. Hopefully I'll be getting fiber soon and we won't have that problem. So.
You gotta look into the damn, for what you're paying for what you have now. You might look into that shit from Elon.
It's like... Freebird looked into it, and just to set up to get it going, it's like $800. I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah, but you never lose internet.
Not fucking paying that though. I'm just not doing it. And then you got to do it. Then you got to fucking install. I'm paying $800. I got to install all of it myself.
You don't.
Yeah,
no, if
you
anything,
do.
You fucking have me do it. It's a
but
fucking little ditch.
But you still got to do it yourself.
With all the traveling or whatever you want to do for like police week or anything like that, you could set it up anywhere in the world and have the highest speed internet. It is actually a pretty decent thing. In some places they don't have good internet. But love every one of you guys. Stay safe.
Y'all pray for Libtard on the show, y'all. See y'all next week. Remember, I am a fucking lion. He's turning into a hyena. See y'all next week. You're turning into a libtard. I don't know what's wrong with you. Did you have a stroke or something? I think you had a stroke. You might want to go to talk to your friend and tell her to bring you to the hospital. I know you haven't. You got tight ass thongs on and you fucking.
No, I actually had to take those off.
Circulation going to your brain's been cut off because your drawers are too tight. Yeah, that's what's going on about you, I'm telling you. You lost your damn mind. You need to go eat some more meat or something. You've been eating too much noodles or fucking vegetables. Lay off the devil's lettuce.
No, that ain't happening. Good for you.
I think it's messing your brain up.
That's probably.
I'm telling you, I think it is.